School initiative at the Aliyu Mustafa College, Yola, embarked by the Aisha Buhari Foundation in collaboration with a non-governmental organization known as Notore Chemicals, with optimism of inculcating the love of agricultural practices among the youth, especially those in secondary schools, with the hope of expanding the scope of the program in all the schools across the country.
Yes, I'm here to support Her Excellency Mrs. Aisha Buhari to commission this wonderful maternity unit, which is just built, and I think that she's done a wonderful job, and I congratulate her.
I'm congratulating her on this, and I think I will copy her from here. She's my school. I see her as a school. I'm learning from her a lot.
The program is coming at the sideline event of the 2019 Nigeria's Democracy Day. It is expected that women, youth, children, and other vulnerable groups in Nigeria will continue to benefit from the gesture of the wife of the president across the country. In Yola, Adamawa State Capital, Aliyu Kabir, NTA News.
And to security matters now, 2 women and 6 children have been rescued from Boko Haram terrorists by troops of 121 Battalion in conjunction with hunters in Guadala village in northeastern part of Borno State. A statement by the Deputy Director, Army Public Relations 7th Division, Colonel Ado Isa, indicates that one of the terrorists was killed and others escaped with gunshot injuries while arms were recovered. Members of the public are advised to cooperate with the Army and other security agencies by sharing credible information to enhance rapid response to threats. A Maiduguri Network Center is next on Nationwide. Mohammed Ibrahim is our guide.
Yoga and welcome to Maiduguri. Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara says he will not hesitate to take any measure he thinks will end the Boko Haram insurgency that has bedeviled the state for almost 10 years. The governor stressed his position during a remark at the Democracy Day celebration held at the Rama Square, Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Mohamed Goni reports.
It will be recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari had in December last year proclaimed June 12 as the Democracy Day, following years of agitation by democracy advocates and other civil society groups. Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara appreciated the wisdom and decision behind designating June 12 as Democracy Day and thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for creating the enabling environment for government to work in Borno. The governor emphasized security as his topmost priority, adding that he has been making consultations with the relevant security structures on ways to improve on the efforts being made to restore peace to the state.
Let me assure my fellow compatriots that the right time to start enjoying the dividends of democracy is now, more especially as we transit into the next level.
Professor Babagana Umara, who stressed his position on resuscitation of farming activities in the state and highlighted a wide range of packages to empower farmers to commence rainy and dry season farming, also appealed to the international donor partners and Central Bank of Nigeria to support farmers in the state. He equally emphasized good governance, youth empowerment, job creation, education, quality healthcare services, poverty alleviation, as well as economic development as part of his 10-pack transformation agenda. Acting Secretary to the State Government, Madi Ghazali, said Borno has every cause to celebrate the June 12 Democracy Day because one of their own was part of the June 12 presidential candidates. Traditional dances also featured on the occasion. In Maiduguri, Mahmoud Goni, NTA News.
500 hunters engaged by Borno State government to complement efforts of the military and other security personnel to check activities of Boko Haram insurgents have received their monthly stipend. The payment followed a recent meeting between the hunters, civilian JTF, and the governor, Professor Babagana Umara, who promised immediate settlement of their allowances. Amina Fide Ahmadu reports.
It could be recalled that on 30 January 2019, hunters were inaugurated by former Governor Kashi Shettima to complement efforts of security forces, where 10,000 naira was presented to each of them and a bag of rice. During their inauguration, the hunters were given uniforms, boots, 10 vehicles, and 50,000 naira monthly for vehicle maintenance. Following a recent meeting with the hunters and civilian joint task force, Governor Babagana Umara Zulum promised immediate payment of their allowances as a sign of commitment of their engagement by government to support military provide security. To this effect, the state government has commenced payment of their monthly stipends. The monthly stipends, government says, is a small motivation to enable them function effectively.
It's part of effort to assist the military in the fight against insurgency. As they have been motivated and they are ready to work for their fatherland.
Sarkin Baka of Borno, Mai Gana Mai Durma, Yamira, Hajjamira, Mai Durma, and Bukar Talala commended the state government for coming to their plight and for engaging their services to support boost security across the state. The hunters who will lead vigilante in maintenance of security said with the effort of the government, they are sure not to rest on their oars to safeguard lives and property. In Maiduguri, Amina Fidi Amadou, NTA News.
And that's our contribution from Maiduguri. Nationwide continues in Abuja.
Thank you, Mohammed. Now, on many occasions, Nigerian women have expressed displeasure over what they describe as the lack of proper recognition for their contributions to national development. But it appears they are taking their destinies in their hands with the induction of 22 women into the Nigerian Women Hall of Fame by the National Center for Women Development for their outstanding contributions to nation building. Kainde Olaleye, who was at the event, reports that 5 of the women received posthumous honors.
Dr. Stella Ameyo Adedevo is a name that would not be forgotten in a hurry within and outside Nigeria. Her bravery and ultimate sacrifice saved Nigeria from the deadly Ebola epidemic when she assisted in diagnosing and containing Nigeria's first ever Ebola patient in 2014. She stood her grounds amidst the threats to discharge the patient while providing care, not considering the risk to her safety. On this occasion, her act of bravery has put her in the league of exclusive Nigerian women who are inducted into the Nigerian Women Hall of Fame.
It's almost 5 years since she died, and to know that Nigeria still remembers, and not just that she's been inducted into this prestigious Hall of Fame, it's a big honor for all of us.
These women, among whom are Senator Remi Tinubu, a famous female politician, Ajia Maria Sanusi Dantata, an industrialist and philanthropist, Mo Abudu, first female to own a Pan-African television channel, late Kudirat Abiola, who till her last breath fought for democratic rule in Nigeria, and others who, in their various fields of endeavor, contributed to national development.
The little beginning that I've started has made me to achieve what I have achieved today.
It portends well for our country, the women of the future, to see people that they can look up to.
The event, which is the second of its kind, was christened celebrating Nigerian women icons of hope.
It's a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of hard work to be a trailblazer in Nigeria, especially for women. It's not easy.
These are the names of women who have distinguished themselves in their various fields of endeavor. And today, 22 more added to this list. Well, for there it is, the belief that this will only signal to the younger generation, especially women and girls, to do more and contribute their quota to national development, as their labor of love will not be forgotten. In Abuja, Kainde Olaleye, NTA News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arraigned 2 former staff of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, for the fraudulent conversion of over 37 million naira obtained from the sale of JAMB scratch cards. Olabode Arewa reports that the accused were arraigned before the FCT High Court in Maitama.
This person, Priscilla Ogushala, allegedly converted 20.4 million naira of funds belonging to the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, to her personal use, while she was the Edo State coordinator of JAMB between 2012 and 2015. A co-worker and second accused person, Danny Agbo, allegedly converted 11.1 million naira to his personal use. The monies were alleged to be proceeds from the sale of JAMB scratch cards. The accused persons pleaded not guilty when the charges were read to them. Their lawyers, Akabwe Obalioke and Joseph Iovi, applied for their bail in line with sections 158 and 162 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act of 2015. The prosecution counsel, Yetunde Ajayi, did not oppose the bail, but wants very stringent bail conditions to be imposed on them. Justice Peter Afem subsequently granted Priscilla Ogushala bail in a sum of 20 million naira and 2 guarantors who must have landed property and be resident in Abuja. Daniel Agbo was also admitted to bail in the sum of 10 million naira. Their lawyers are required to ensure the reliability of the guarantors, and the accused persons are to remain in Suleja prison custody till they meet their bail conditions. The trial has been adjourned to the 10th of October for continuation. In Abuja, Olabodarewa, NTA News.
Selection exercise for placement of qualified candidates into Junior Secondary School 1, which is JSS 1 of Federal Unity Colleges for the 2019-2020 academic session has commenced at the Federal Government College, Ilorin. Damilola Balogun Elebio reports that representatives of all the Federal Unity Colleges across the country are present.
The exercise is meant to select and place qualified candidates into federal government colleges according to their preferred choices, and it is guided by government's effort to ensure quality education and equity. The selection exercise employed the national merit criteria of 60% with a cutoff score of 156 and above, equality of state of 30%, exigencies and other factors at 10%.
We should also guarantee quality by not compromising and also not overstretching our facilities, as well as making the colleges child-friendly.
This yearly event is justified by the overriding need to admit the best qualified candidates without compromising the rationale behind the establishment of our colleges.
A total number of 75,832 candidates registered for the examination this year, and 73,347 candidates sat for the examination. Damilola Balogun Elebio, NTA News.
And we go over to Ibadan now, where Kemi has details on how Democracy Day was celebrated in the zone. Hello, Kemi.
Welcome to Ibadan. As the nation observes June 12 as Democracy Day for the first time, political office holders have been told to imbibe the virtues of selflessness and patriotism exemplified in the person of late Chief MKO Abiola. Fatai Adieloja says some June 12 enthusiasts posited is the only way the ghost of June 12 can be permanently laid to rest.
MKO, action! Neither late Chief MKO Abiola nor the army of June 12 activists would settle for anything short of his declaration and inauguration. It is not in the character of Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò to run away from battlefield. Having tasted poverty in its rawest form, Kashimawo, the 23rd of his father's many children, after a monumental success in the business world and record of academic excellence, threw his heart into the nation's political ring.
In my government, the daily export of crude will be published.
And when the opportunity presented itself again, he took a shot at the presidency, contesting the June 12 election.
This country went to polls on Saturday, June 12, 1993, and without let or hindrance chose me as their president. Didn't they? They did.
In one of his many populist decisions, President Muhammadu Buhari made a U-turn from refusal to declare June 12 Democracy Day and honor the martyr of the nation's democracy. Witty, bold, cerebral, humongous, cosmopolitan, yet down to earth, there is hardly any dull moment.
They have come to arrest me, not to arrest my mouth.
He died in what he believed in. And many Nigerians believe in June 12. It is a spirit, like I said, and it must continue.
He stood for the truth. He fought, for the masses, and he died for them.
It's a beginning. I do not agree that this is closure to the events of June 12th.
A toast of celebrated musicians, Abiola of blessed memory formed his musical band at 8:15 at parties, other functions in exchange for food and other gift items. In Ibadan, Fatai Adieloja, NTA News.
Challenges of national security and economy can best be tackled if accurate population census in line with global standards is operational in the nation. This was the outcome of discourse at the 2019 Conference of Population Association of Nigeria, held at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Adijoke Eluyemi has the details.
Finding a lasting solution to problems often associated with population census in the country demand an urgent attention. It is against this background that population experts converge on Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, to brainstorm on the way out. The President, Population Association of Nigeria, Professor Peter Ogunjuyigbe, berated conflicting population figures in the country and advised Nigerians to take population census exercise seriously.
We should realize that population is not meant to distribute resources alone. It's for general development of the country.
Speakers at the conference pointed out that various challenges facing the nation could be solved when there is accurate data of people.
If we're going to have credible census in Nigeria, the starting point that we will not be attaching allocation to population figures.
As long as we continue to use population as a base for sharing, we continue to run a rentier economy that specializes only in the collection of rent and distribution.
Participants at the conference called on government to organize a census that will be acceptable to all as a panacea to national development. From Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Adejoke Eluyemi, NTA News.
Corporate organizations and well-meaning Nigerians have been urged to give financial and material assistance to the less privileged in the society to enhance their means of livelihood. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde made this appeal at the 81st birthday celebration of a pioneer Rotary member in Oyo State. Ayomiku Ajibola has the report.
The 81st birthday celebration of an icon, Dr. Raymond Zard, a philanthropist par excellence, who has contributed to the development of humanity and Oyo State in particular, while describing Dr. Zard as a man of immense humility who is touching lives without blowing his trumpet, even at the Makinde, who was the beneficiary of the celebrant kind gesture in the past, urged the privileged ones to emulate the qualities of Dr. Raymond Zard by reaching out to the poor.
That is special privilege. And you are a blessing to this environment, to our state, your state, and to Nigeria.
The celebrant, who was overwhelmed, thanked the governor and members of the Rotary Club Ibadan for immortalizing him.
I'm happy and glad God has given me today and blessing me to do what I do best, which is helping others.
The program featured cutting of birthday cake in Ibadan. Ayomiku Ajibola, NTA News.
And that's it from Ibadan. Ogwa, it's back to you.
Kemi, and we'll take another break now. Nationwide continues shortly.
The Nigerian national flag is a sacred national symbol. It is a mark of patriotism and a show of love for our nation to fly the national flag correctly, in the right colors, right dimension, and in the right sizes for each occasion. In recent times, it has been noticed that government offices, corporate organizations, banks, embassies, and other notable institutions fly faded, shredded, and haggard-looking versions of the national flag. This is wrong and must stop. It has also been noticed that some citizens prefer to popularize the national flag of other nations. Fellow countrymen and women, let us be patriotic. Come, let us show love for our motherland. Fly the correct versions of our national flag in all relevant places. Be patriotic. Be proud ambassadors of our great country.
This message is from the National Orientation Agency.
The death has been announced of Pastor Edward Adebowale Okeyode, who died on March 23, 2019 at the age of 92. Burial announcement, as released by the family, indicates that his body leaves Obafemi Awolowo University Anatomy to his residence. This is followed by a Christian wakekeep and service of songs on Friday, 14 June 2019. Interment follows at his residence, number 25 Ademola Street, Modakeke, Ife, on Saturday, 15 June from 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning. This will be followed by a Thanksgiving service at Christ Apostolic Church in Ondo Road at 10 in the morning. He's survived by his wife, children, and great-grandchildren. And the death has occurred this afternoon in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, of the younger brother of the Shehu of Borno and assistant manager news in NTA Maiduguri, Abba Ali Umar Garbai. The funeral prayer was attended by the Shehu of Borno, Alhaji Abubakar Ibn Umar Garbai El Kanemi, and the governor, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum. Abubakar Mohammed Musa reports.
To Mother Earth at Gwengi Cemetery, where special prayers were offered for God to grant the deceased eternal rest. Acting Zonal Director, NTA Maiduguri, Ishaya Hanania Uba, family members and colleagues described Abba Ali as an embodiment of peace.
It is a shock to the whole staff of NTA Maiduguri because when Abba Ali was alive, he was a committed staff to the news department, very loyal, very dedicated to his work. But God has given us Abba Ali and God has taken him away. There is nothing we can do.
Late Abba Ali was born on the 31st of March 1967, joined the services of NTA Maiduguri as Kanuri translator on 14th April 1994, where he rose through the ranks and became an assistant manager news, a position he held until his death. While in the service of NTA, the deceased was House of Assembly correspondent covering activities of the 6th, 7th, and the just concluded 8th State House of Assembly in Maiduguri. Abubakar Mohammed Musa, NTA News.
May his soul rest in peace. Thank you for watching Nationwide. I am Ogwa Vivian Onyedibia.